So welcome back to another tutorial. In the last video we were writing to the serial port, so in this video I thought I'll just show you guys quickly how to read from the serial port. If you haven't installed Realterm, I suggest you do. If you don't have to, you can use PuTTY, but the way you communicate with it might be slightly different. So I'll get into it. So firstly we want to change some of this code. I want to get rid of this while loop, and we'll just bring these out over here. These print statements, we don't need the wait loop anymore because it's never going to reach. So we can get rid of that. What we want to be doing is, hang on, let me just change a few things around. We don't want these defined anymore because we're going to be receiving variables for that. So let's firstly print a statement saying waiting for num1 and do dot dot dot. We want %n. I keep saying %n, I don't mean that. \n \r. And after this we want our first scanf statement. So we'll say %f, and then we want num1. Don't forget ampersand, because you need that for scanf statements, and don't forget your semicolon. Then we're going to do our second print statement, which is going to be waiting for, if I could spell, num2. I'll do dot 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 once more, and then we'll do another scanf statement. This time we know it's a denary value. Is that right? num1, yeah. Ampersand num2. That's what we want. And what else could we do? We'll make another variable called float, and we'll call that result. Very common to do. And then we can print our result. Actually, we don't need to do that. Just remove it like such. Then we can say %f multiplied by %d is equal to %f again, because it's going to be a float, of course, if we multiply them. And we want num1, num2, and then here we want num1 times num2. You might want to put, you don't have to, but it's probably good practice to put this in a bracket so it knows it's one entity. So that looks fine to me. I am now going to compile this, and we can load that onto our device, and let's download it. Now we can remember, make sure you're in the correct port 7. Well, sorry, well, it depends on your port, but make sure you're on baud rate 9600 unless you've specified otherwise. Then if you're using Realterm, what you want to do is you want to come to the send option here, and here we're going to be sending data. Now we want a num1 to be a float, so it could be 12.2 for example, but if you send this it's not going to work, because it's looking, what the serial timer does is it looks for a new line space, which this doesn't work, by the way. We can't add one in. This is just, it's not embedded, so we have to add in Realterm our own new line character, so then it knows it's finished, and then it can, otherwise it will just keep looking for the new numbers. So we'll send this and send that as an ASCII character. So you can see that's worked. We've got num1 now, and now it's waiting for num2. So we've reached this point in our code. That needs to be a denary number. We can't have that be a float. So we'll call that 10, and we'll send that ASCII number. So now we've got 12.2 times 10 equals 122, and that's exactly what we were looking for. So that's worked nicely. I realized that in the last tutorial we didn't actually talk about strings at all, so we could do that quickly. So if we define a character and we say string equals 30 characters, we can define it like this. And so in the same way we've been writing integers, we could write a string like this. So if we start again, well, we don't start again, let's just copy these print statements. So copy, Control V like this, and we'll say waiting for string, and then we can have our scanf statement again, which we'll just copy, Control V. But this wants to be string, and this variable here wants to be string. I think you just need to do that. I'm sorry if that's wrong, you might need to put the 30. So you just have string, and then we'll print this string as well. So we'll do %s. Is that percent? No, it's not percent. %s, and we'll print the string afterwards. And we'll do new line and a return character. So let's compile this, see if we get any errors. Print, okay, so we want that to be printf. Scanf, so argument is incompatible with corresponding format string conversion, scanf string. So we'll see what that means in a second, suppose. Let's load that onto there. Let's clear this. So waiting for string, what if we write hello, we send the ASCII. So that has actually worked, so I'm not sure what it's moaning about here. We've printed the string hello, and now we're waiting for number again, so num1, so we want another float, we want 13.35, we'll send that ASCII character, and then we want the value 5, and we'll send that character, and we've got all those values. So that's how you use strings in C++ and on Mbed. So I hope that was useful, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.